So what's going on, everybody? This is your boy, the Sebastian Alexander Bonet, or you may call me His Royal Highness, and welcome back to a long overdue catch-up episode of Rhoyally Fucked. I have been away. Life has been a journey for the past couple of weeks, but I was missing my royal family so much. And so I am back. I've been on a a state tour with my photography and with clients and all that good stuff. You're going to see some new work coming out in the magazine of mine. Can't talk about it just yet, but I'm really excited about it. But let's get into my new favorite show, P-Valley. Because I'm late. I'm late like my aunties, period, bitch. I'm that late, okay? So first off, when I first saw the clip or the previews of P-Valley on Facebook, like the little teasers, I saw a gay man that I did not like. I saw a gay man that I did not like because, especially a black gay man, because time and time again, we are perpetuated on camera as being one type of black gay man. You get what I'm saying? And I'm sorry I'm a little sweaty. These lights are hot and I'm not running my AC right now on this side of the house because, bitch, my light bill was $263 last month, and the month before that she was $54, and the month before that she was $45. So for my bill to go from $54 to $263, bitch, everybody gonna be hot this month. Pardon my glistening. But I saw a gay man, a black gay man, that I didn't like because historically we are perpetuated one way. When you look at back in the day in Living Color, Men on Film, Antoine and Twan and Vaughn, whatever Antoine Merriweather, and I can't think of the other one. Them, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Barbershop, all those old movies when it came. It was always the flamboyant gay man wearing nails, full face of makeup. Yes, sis, yes, God, girl, you know, and given enough, that is a part of our community, but that our community is so complex to where that is just not who we are. But when you look at your white counterparts, when you look at Will and Grace. Yes, you had Jack, which was the flamboyant, but you also had Will, who was the steady, who was the lawyer, who was the professional. Even when you go back and look at, what was the white gay show that predated Noah's Ark? Even with Noah's Ark, even though the acting was horrible, I still love that show. It showed different facets of black gayness. And so oftentimes they put us in this box, and when I saw the preview, I'm like, I'm not watching this shit because it immediately turned me off. But then I keep seeing different people, men, women, gay, mostly gay men and straight women, talking about P-Valley, Pussy Valley. Then I see people talking about, well, what is this Pussy Valley? And like 3 days later, they're the same person, like, bitch, Pussy Valley. So I was like, okay, girl, let me give in. I'm one of those hoes that's like, bitch, Pussy Valley. So I think we're on episode 5 or 6 now. So I'm gonna give you a brief synopsis of what's going on with Pussy Valley up until right now. And so I am going to my trusty phone and to IMDb to tell you first off what's going on. So the show opens up in a place called Chickaloosa, Mississippi. Bitch, I'm not sure if that's a real place or not, bitch. I didn't go that deep. But it gives me very much backwoods, backwater, poverty line, meager education. Unfortunately, it is people of color. I am from a place called Tallahassee, Florida, which is the capital, but that's not what it gives me. If you know that kind of place, it gives me very much Havana, Florida, Monticello, Florida, Quincy, Florida. And if you know those places, I'm trying to think of somewhere else that it gives me. If you're from Georgia, it gives me very much Valdosta. It gives me very much Albany. What other states that I know that I can use as a reference tool? If you're from Alabama, it gives me very much Mobile, very much Dothan, very much Troy. Not the university side, but the colored folk side. Those are the only really places that I can give reference to where It's a little hood-ish, poverishly lined, but that's what it gives me, right? So it opens up in a club called Pussy Valley or whatever, right? Strip club. Opens up to Miss Mercedes. First off, the real girl's name is Brandy Evans. Now, I am avidly gay. Avidly gay. I love dick. I love ass. I do. But Mama is bad. Mama is a bad bitch walking and a bad bitch talking. I love it. Her cockiness is because she knows she's the baddest bitch in Chuckaloosa. She knows she's the baddest bitch in Pussy Valley. You know what I'm saying? And so it opens up to Mama dancing in the club. There's a trinity within the club as far as the pole girls that can get up on the poles and they got routines. And I'm drinking my drink right now, so it keeps me cool over here in this hot side of the house. It opens up with the trinity: Mercedes, M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I, Miss Mississippi, who is played by Shannon Thornton, and then Miss Gidget, played by Skylar Joy. These are the three girls. These are the pole girls. These are girls that got acrobatics. These are girls that got good forearms, have that good core muscle to bend and swing their weight around. One of the episodes, Mama said it ain't about muscles, it's about physics. It's about knowing how to throw your weight around the pole and make it do what you need it to do. So those are the trinity. But Miss Mercedes is the Father. If you're looking at it as the Bible, Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, Father is Miss Mercedes. Son is Miss Mississippi. The Holy Ghost is Miss Gidget, right? So I opened up to these girls dancing in the club. And what I do like is that it's equal opportunity nakedness. You know, I'm tired of always seeing, not just because I'm gay, but I'm tired of always seeing women exploited. Always showing the women's titties. Always showing the women's ass. It's almost expected that women are to show their body, but you don't see Denzel Washington showing his body. You don't see Will Smith, Tom Cruise, Ben Affleck, Harrison Ford showing their body. It's always the women, but this show is an equal opportunity. As much as they show titty, bitch, they show dick, and I'm here for it. But it opens up in the club, them getting money. And I'm just going to jump around and get you caught up. Mercedes got a nasty ass mama, holy roller mama. Her mama, what is her mama name? I'm looking at it. Let me go on through here. I'm looking at it on IMDb. Her mama's name is Patrice Woodbine, who is played by Harriet D, middle initial D, Foy. Right? This is a whole nother kind of mama shit. So her mama is a holy roller, right? Holy roller, God didn't change her. She used to be out in the world, all kinds of hoes and sluts, but God didn't call her this, that, and the other. Long story short, Mercedes been stacking money. Her mama said, we trying to get this loan at the church. Now, her mama is a singer, you know, very much Suge Avery-ish, you know, was singing in the choir, you know what I'm saying, was a hoe, went out into the world, kind of the same thing, been redeemed. See, daddy, sinners got souls too. But anyway, her mama asks her, you know, the church trying to get this loan, and we don't have, you know, equal collateral for the loan, and they're going to give us this loan. So Mercedes gave her mama 20 stacks. Now, I'm going to school you, because, bitch, I didn't know neither. A stack is $1,000. So if somebody's giving you 10 stacks, bitch, that's $10,000, right? So Mercedes gave her mama 20 stacks, right? To kind of hold in the church building fund. You know the black churches, they always got a building fund. We always put money towards the building fund, but bitch, ain't not damn building been built, added on to, and or extended, right? So she was pumping her stripper money into the church. The pastor was pimping her mama, Patrice Woodbine is her name, pimping her mama because you know her mama, she know Mercedes, that's where she get the money from. You know how men do. Men sweet talk women to get what they want, but when they get what they want, they discard the women. And everything that Patrice wanted to do, she was already a good singer. She evoked the Holy Spirit among the people, but Patrice just didn't want to sing. Patrice wanted to minister. She wanted to be a preacher. And she was doing all of this in efforts to be in good graces that the pastor would allow her to preach. Mama pumped that money into the church. They got their loan, right? Pastor was going out of town. Patrice was thinking that it was going to be the pastor because the pastor came and whispered in her ear one day after service, you know, I'm going to have to try you out one Sunday. I'm going to have to try you out. Put you on and she thinking that she going to get it in, I guess you want to call it minister's meeting, a deaconess meeting, whatever. She thinking her name about to get called because pastor got to go to revival down the road to old tent meeting, you know, the tent outside, mosquitoes and flies and shit. Pastor had to go to old tent meeting and he had to lead a church in somebody's capable hands. And Miss Patrice Woodbine thought it was going to be her. Lo and behold, she called a male minister's name, and Mama was highly upset about it, honey. Mama stormed out the room or whatnot. And ultimately, he said to her, women are supposed to be submissive. And you know that old ideology, women are supposed to be seen and not heard. You can minister your way. You can be a part of the welcome committee. You can be a part of the choir. You can do small things, but bringing the word, oh no, women can't do that, right? So Mama was upset about it. Patrice told, Mercedes went and told her mama, Patrice said, look, Ma, you know, I've been stripping, yada, yada, yada. I need to get that money out of this, out of the church because I'm getting my gym. Mercedes has a dance troupe, the Chuckaloosa something, honey, the Steppers or whatnot, but it's almost like a J-set kind of dance troupe, you know, like 14 Karat Girls of Bethune-Cookman, or the girls that dance at Grambling State. Don't ask me what their names is, bitch. But the J-set girls. And she wants to retire. You know, she wants to get out of the game. Mama's still bad, but she put out a flyer saying Mercedes' last dance, yada, yada. People was coming from miles around for the last dance, but she told her mama, I need this money because I'm trying to go straight. I'm opening my gym. I'm starting these classes, and I want to do right by my girls because she has a daughter named Terica, right? Has a daughter named Terica with a baby daddy who is deceased. The baby daddy married, I can't remember, married another woman, right? And he had full custody of their daughter, right? Because for whatever reason, the judge gave him full custody. I'm assuming because she was stripping, right? And stripping is an unfit, occupation for a mother. So the daddy got full custody. Somehow he died, got shot, got murdered, had a heart attack, went on to be with the Lord. And the stepmama or his wife got custody of Terica. And Terica was a part of the Chuckaloosa, Pussy Hoppers. I don't know the name of the group or whatever, right? And so that's the way that she was able to spend time with her biological daughter or whatever, not right? So she wanted to go straight. She told her mama, I need to get this money out, of the account if I can put the money down on my gym. She said, all right, I see you going straight or whatnot. Okay, she meet with the woman at the gym or whatnot. Then I guess the real estate agent saying, okay, I got you, whatever, but these places are being bought up real quick. The real estate agent called her saying, we got another counter offer. I need you to bring the money, right? Now, I'm going to pause right there because I missed one step. Earlier that day, Patrice Woodbine, the mama, was in her car doing something. I don't know. She was at the bank getting the check or whatnot, right? And a homeless man came up and spoke to her, saying, can I do something, clean the windshield? She said she ain't got no money, whatnot. And as she looked in the rear view, in the fold-down mirror, there was a piece of white feather, or white, I guess it would be a feather, in her eyelash that she pulled out or whatnot. And when she turned around, the man was gone, right? And she believed the homeless man was an angel because she says, twice I done pulled angel hairs or angel wings, angel feathers from off of me or whatever. So she believed this is divine intervention that mama needs to start her own church. So instead of taking that $20,000 who rightfully belonged to Mercedes and giving it to her so she can open her gym, mama go to the exact same spot where she was going to open her gym and put her $20,000 down on her new church. Now, bitch, you let that sink in, right? Because I'm rumbling through this. I'm going to hit on the key folks, right? Let that sink in. So, when she gets there, when Mercedes gets there, the agent calls her. We're going to pick back up. Agent calls her and say, I need you to bring the check now because the other person is here to put their money down. She get there, pulls up in her car. Agent comes out and saying, you know, it's too late. The agent already put down, yada, yada. The other person already put down. She said, no, my mama's on the way. My mama's on the way to bring the check now. I need to give you the check because this is going to be my gym. Her mama walks out the building. And she said, Mom, what are you doing here? And the agent like, this is your mama? And she was like, oh, bitch, I gotta go. Because she knew what was about to happen. And she was like, Mom, what you doing here? And she was like, I put the money down for my new church. Mercedes saw red, beat her mama ass clean right there in the storefront, right in front. They both end up going to jail. She whooped her ass some more in jail, and they end up having like this makeshift church service, yada, yada, yada. And she said, please forgive me, please forgive me. God forgave all of us, yada, 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 yada. And Mercedes kind of reaches down to him, and you think that she about to forgive him, and she said, you dead to me. Now pause. If any of my family stole $20,000 from me, they are dead to me. Anybody. 20 stacks. If I didn't let you hold my money to help your, I guess, old church do whatever, and you gonna steal 20 stacks, you are dead to me. I can forgive you. I sure can. I can forgive you, but baby, we ain't gonna ever talk. We ain't gonna ever communicate. Don't call me. Don't look in my face. All right, let's hop on over to Miss Mississippi. The other pretty girl, always in Mercedes' shadow, whatever, has an abusive boyfriend. Now her boyfriend is white. Ain't no way in hell me as a black woman gonna let a white man beat up on me. No, they got a little baby. The baby might be about 9 months old. The baby name is Reba. And I'm like, well, why a black woman named a black? You know, the only Reba I know is Reba McEntire. And I was like, well, why did a black woman name her child Reba? Reba, to my knowledge, is not one of our names. Now, you say Jenny Mae, you know, Auntie, you know, Maddie Moss. I ain't gonna call her Maddie Moss, but you know, we get the middle name, Jessie Lee, something like that, you know. But Reba ain't one that really our names. We learned the baby's name before we saw the daddy. And when we saw the daddy, it made sense. He's white, Reba. But he is beating the shit out of her for whatever reason she is staying. But I'm not saying domestic violence is acceptable if it was a black man beating her. But ain't no way a white man gon' beat me. Again, let me be clear. Domestic violence is bad all the way around. But ain't no way, like Aretha say, ain't no way, that I'm gonna love you if you hit me. Ain't no way I'm gonna be with a white man that's gonna beat me. Anyway, she get her ass beat off and on from the white man. He shows up to the strip job. He don't like her stripping, but he met her stripping. So, bitch, if you met her stripping, bitch, you want to become a housewife? Now, that's the mad that happens. The mad's wife that happens later, whatever, right? So that's pretty much about Mississippi. Other thing about Mississippi, long story short, when Mercedes didn't show up for her last dance, because Mercedes was already at the club, and that's when the agent called her saying, hey, you need to come bring the money. She said, I'll be there in just a minute. She left her last dance, beat her mama up, got locked up, and so somebody had to go on, because bitch, they had people coming all the way over from Shreveport, New Orleans, all that good shit. So Mississippi went on in her place. Somebody recorded, as they always do at the strip club, and mama went viral. So mama's a new hot ticket. Mama's a new hot commodity. Mama had low self-esteem, but of course, when you get a bunch of likes, girl, you get the big head. You think you that bitch. You think you that girl because people like you. And so mama had to figure out how to capitalize off of her newfound fame and her brain, which she will do with Lil Murder. All right, that's enough about Mississippi. That's the bulk of it. Gidget just a white girl. She's a pole dancer. She got a drug addicted mama. She stayed with her mama. That's pretty much about it. Gidget does good tricks on the pole, but ain't no real storyline about her yet. Now we got this girl that they call, her name is Haley, but they call her name is Autumn, is what she go to on the show. She is played by, why am I not seeing her? Oh, Alarica Alerica Johnson, Autumn Knight, but her real name is Haley. We don't know what's going on with Haley. Mama's real smart. She has shown herself to be a smart person, like maybe a real estate agent or a lawyer. But Mama's smart because she says some things to certain people in the show to give them a tidbit on about how having to make their money work for them. But we don't know what happened. Long story short, how the show opens up, Mama is pulling a luggage from the river. Apparently some flood happened. I don't know if this is like post Katrina or post some kind of flood to where people went missing, and she went missing, and she has assumed someone else's identity. Miss Savage, she pulled the luggage from the river and it had her ID in it, yada yada yada, or whatnot. We still have not gotten a full story on her, but Mama has been doing some kind of illegalness, wiring money to and fro. It still has not materialize why she's wiring so much money and how she's stacking money and whatever she's doing. So it's something illegal going on with that. But she is, I guess, besides Miss Mercedes, she is the key player. Hold on, y'all, my leg falling asleep. Ooh. And I know this is a lot telling you all of this because, again, this is episode 6, and it will be a shorter video if I did it episode by episode. But we're still trying to figure out who she is. Now, along with this, there is a man, we're going to come back to him. There is a man that is trying to buy the land, well, he's facilitating the land. His name is Andre Watkins. He is played by Parker Sayers, or Sayers. Anyway, his uncle played by Isaiah Washington. I can't think of his real name. His name is Mayor something. Mayor Tydell Ruffin, played by Isaiah Washington. You know, old school Isaiah. I believe Isaiah was on Grey's Anatomy, I believe, but then he got fired for doing years ago for saying something racial or misogynistic or something. Anyway, he plays the mayor, a crooked mayor at that, but he's his nephew. And so he is facilitating the sale of some land because there's a casino that is coming to town. Some white folks want to buy all the land to put a casino there, and he is facilitating the sale. So he is doing all of the background research, and he kind of falls in it with Autumn. Like, they see each other in the strip club, they end up becoming friends, and yada yada yada, and then Autumn ended up using him on behest of Uncle Clifford. We're going to talk about Uncle Clifford next. Using him to get information to where ultimately he goes out to buy some condoms because they was about to fuck. And she said, open up the computer, let me keep on going, i.e. go to Pornhub and find some porn and keep, masturbating till he gets back or whatnot. And then she's on there in order to find some shit. And then she finds shit that he has been stalking her, taking pictures of her or whatnot. So that's pretty much the most about those two per se. Then you have Uncle Clifford. Uncle Clifford, who is played by Nico Anon, is the leader of the brothel, leader of the Pussy Valley. He's a boy at home, but when he comes, I guess he's a boy, but then he comes out with his wigs and his fashions and all of that good stuff, and he runs because those are his girls. And he got people that back him, straight men that are in to stand in for him when he needs it. He has the mouth and the balls to back up everything he says. But the quiet is kept. Uncle Clifford is behind on his mortgage by $55,000. 55 stacks. 55. He went to go pay it in one of the episodes, and they put him on the no check list because, bitch, he took a check down and the check bounced or whatnot. And the Asian said, no girl, we can't take a check because you're on the no check list and your check bounced, people in cash or certified check. And so he is behind. He has no real money, and he's had this pipe dream that Mercedes Last Dance is going to bring the money in. They've been robbing Peter to pay Paul, this, that, and the other. And so he is trying to get this money. And so he's trying to work all of his influences to keep the club. In the midst of that, he comes in contact with this little nigga called Lil Murder. But his real name is, I think it was like Lamarcus or Lamaurice or something like that. But he's a wannabe rapper. He come into the club with his so-called posse or whatnot, with this weak ass song that everybody says weak, and he goes back and twerks, reworks it. He finally got a decent version, good version or whatnot. And the song that they finally play is the song that Mississippi uses when she goes on for Mercedes' Last Dance, right? And so now, remember I talked about how she wanted to brand herself? Her and LaMurda are branding themselves to be like the hot couple. Now he's on the come up, she's on the come up. Get with both of us and we both gonna be on the come up or whatnot. But the thing is, LaMurda is DL. He got a thing for Uncle Clifford. So he's supposed to be this thug nigga, as we always see. How many niggas do you think that, all this rah, my nigga, my faggot, that queer, that punk, all that shit, but in closed doors and they camp, they got that one nigga or several niggas that they fuck with, on the low. Same old story that's been told from the beginning of motherfucking time. So, LaMurda, in the course of them getting to know each other, ended up fucking, Uncle Clifford in the finance room back where they count the coins in the finance office. And LaMurda was like, well, let me take you out. And this is what I appreciate about the script. Uncle Clifford is like, bitch, where you gonna take me? Do you see all of this? You got your stuff and I got mine, but where you gonna take me? He's like, I'll take you out. He's like, the last two niggas that took me out ended up dead in the river. Well, we can do this. The last two lesbians that took me out got their pussies bust wide open. Meaning they got gang raped by niggas. You know what I'm saying? Where are you gonna take me? You can't take me anywhere. Now that's very true for some people that feel that way. That this is if you go out with me, you are endangering yourself, endangering your family, endangering your livelihood, and you're supposed to be with a name like LaMurda. You can't be seen with me, sir. So that's their love affair or whatnot. And so in the midst of them fucking or kissing rather, Mississippi go outside to get the baby from her baby daddy, and on the way back in, she peeks into the finance room and see them kissing, and then the baby started crying. That's how she knew they was outside. And Uncle Cliff was like, I talked to her. He was like, no, let me handle it. I'll talk to her or whatnot. And Uncle Cliff was like, oh, okay then, bitch, yes. He liked somebody taking charge. So long story short, he calls her to meet with her, and he think that she gonna quiet him, but then she wants to have this, scheme for them to both blow up. And that is ultimately where we are right now. That is an overall synopsis of the show, of what's going on, episodes 1 through 6. That is it. I don't think I missed anything. Those are the key players of that. It's a great show. Get caught up, bitch. Alright, so this is your boy D. Sebastian Alexander Bonet, episode of Rhoyally Fucked. I am opening up a question segment to where you can send me your questions. Email me at rhoyallyfucked@gmail.com. I'm going to spell it out here on the bottom. Make sure you like and subscribe and share. It would be greatly appreciated. It's hot under these goddamn lights. I'm about to go. I will holler at you guys later. I think that's it. I love Pussy Valley. This is a recap. I think I gave you everything that you need. And we good to motherfucking go. Bye.